Hello, good morning. This is a video about acupressure for skin problems, and there are 2 points, the most important points for skin problems, any skin problem. Eczema, psoriasis, acne, these are common ones. So for these 3. So the first point is on your arm. I've got funny lighting in here and funny camera angle and so on, for which I apologize, but basically, so I'll have to move so you can see it. So the first point is at the elbow. You crease the elbow. You see this crease here? One way of finding it, but to press it, you kind of need to do it with your arm straight. So you can kind of see where the crease is, put a finger on it, then straighten your arm and press there if you want. The other way to do it is crease this way. I don't think it shows very clearly on the video because of the lighting, but oh, there you go, something like that. You look at that crease, or you can kind of see a wrinkle here, not wrinkle like a crease. Then it's kind of, you come up. One instruction says it's halfway between this tendon if you press in and this bone. That's too confusing, I think. So just come, you don't need to be super precise, just roughly in the right place is fine. So come a little bit up and come up until you get to the highest part of the muscle. Again, the video is not that helpful for it, but if you run your finger from here over, when you get to the highest point, can you see it? Like the highest point, like a mountain top. Run the finger up, that's the highest point. Don't do it there, just do it there. So that's one, and then do it on both sides. You can maybe press with your thumb and press against each other that way. That's a fantastic point. Do it on both sides. Its name is large intestine 11. Ignore the thing about intestines. I'm only saying that, so I'm going to put underneath the video links. Actually, no, because there are only 2 points. I'm not, but that's. Well, I might put the name underneath in case you want to look it up on the internet. I don't know how much help that is, but because there's not much information about points, just the location. So anyway, so that's that. The second one, I'm going to have to move the camera down. So excuse me while it sort of shakes, because the second one is on the leg. In fact, I wonder if I have to hold the camera. Yeah, probably have to hold it. So the second one, I don't know what these are. The second one, if we do it on a patient, we kind of, so if you got someone to help you, what you would do is one method, an easy method is, oh, I can't even do this, hang on. All right, never mind. I'll just tell you how to do it if you're doing it yourself. So, I hope you can see the shadow of the kneecap. If you can't, this is the kneecap. If you can't, you can certainly, when you touch it, see the borders of the kneecap. So, if you put your fingers at the top and bottom border of the kneecap, and then it's that distance up. So you can kind of make like a crab pincer like this, move it up without letting it get bigger or smaller. Move it up like this. Then you end up here. This distance, you could also use, I guess, 3 of your fingers. If your kneecap is 3 fingers wide, move them up so that this finger is at the top border of the kneecap. You end up somewhere here. You could even, if you wanted to, measure that on yourself with a ruler. So you end up somewhere here, but that gives you the vertical distance, but actually it's a bit in. So one method says come in, and for this I would change to a thumb. Come in trying to stay at this level and not go forward or backwards. Come in until you can feel the separation of this muscle and that muscle. There's kind of like a gap between them. But if not, just come in so that you're not in this line, you're a bit over. And when you get there, it's going to hurt, so you'll know you're there. When you press it, if you've got a skin problem, it's going to hurt. So yeah, that's it, and that's called, the number is called SP10, spleen 10. Not very, oh my God, not very helpful, because it's nothing really in this case to do with spleens and large intestines and any of that stuff. So that's it for now. There is another one, it's on the back. I recommend doing that one with cupping, not with pressure. Anyway, you can't press your own back. You can't really do cupping on your own back on that point either. But yeah, that point is nice to use with a cupping set, cheap £10 cupping set that will last you forever. I hope that helps, and I'm sorry for the rough presentation of the video. But so I think it's an eternal debate whether acupressure is as good as acupuncture. I think it's better than people think it is, and I think it may well be as good. As long as you've got the right diagnosis, it could well be as good. So this is definitely worth, at any stage of an eczema outbreak or psoriasis outbreak or acne outbreak, but especially because these points are cooling, they remove heat from the body. So especially if you've got red lesions, red if they're not, this will work better when they're red than when they're kind of dry and scaly, when the sort of outbreak has died down. But when they're red, whether they're weeping fluid or not, when they're red and angry and itchy, these are worth a try. So I recommend do about, I don't know, you could do it for about 30 seconds. You don't need to worry too much of how long you press them, but do them for a few days. Do them for 3 days in a row, see if anything happens. And if it does, carry on. And if it doesn't, maybe you just, I don't know, get lazy like me and stop. So I hope it works for you, and have a nice and sunny day.